Welcome everyone. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Techaton's Crypto Talk. Now today I want to go over a new game, play-turn game on Solana network that I found during my NFT Expoverse trip. It was about 5 days ago. I went there. It was at the LA Convention Center. They were showing new NFT play-turn games and what the future of NFT is. Now, this was a hidden gem because there was not that many projects that actually interested me. But Soulcraft. First of all, when I look at Soulcraft logo, this reminds me of World of Warcraft. I played that throughout my teens and loved that game. So when I saw this right away, it kind of clicked on me. Second of all, I did an interview with Steve. You could kind of see him on my other computer. And he gave a lot of cool info about the game. Now, this video is going to be broken down into a couple parts. First, we're going to jump into an interview. We're going to listen to a 5-minute interview with Steve, and he's going to talk about Soulcraft. After that, we're going to come back and we're going to look at the structure of the game, the NFTs, the play turn, the marketplace, staking, and things like that. So, without further ado, let's jump into the interview. Let's see what Steve has to say, and then we'll be right back. Hey guys, Techaton here, and I am at the booth of Solcraft, and I'm going to talk to Steve, one of the co-founders of the game. We're going to kind of pick his brain and talk about the game, what it brings, how it's going to function, where it's at, where you guys can find it. So let's get to it. Hey Steve, how are you, man?
Hey, good, how you doing?
Good. So I saw that the Soulcraft is here at the NFT Expoverse.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the game, what it brings to the table, how is it going to be a little different from other games?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. So we're building an action RTS game on the Unity, and we're integrating into Solana blockchain. We're 10 months into development now. We launched our first NFT collection in March, which was the Dwarf Miner. So all of our in-game characters are NFTs, they're assets that you bring into the game. The game actually reads off the wallet to register your actual characters in the game. So we're also building a DeFi element, so not only with our 3D world that we have designed, but we're also having a DeFi element where every NFT can either be staked for either Solanite, crafting materials, or even sending your pigs off on missions to gather crafting materials, because we're building a crafting station where you'll be able to merge these items together, ultimately trying to discover higher tier items. Once you get to an NFT actually, and if you're the first person to discover that NFT, you become the creator and the royalty shareholder for those. So say for example a dragon sword, if you're the first person to discover it, you'll be registered as the creator, and it'll be announced on the Discord. Everybody will be trying to race to get those last remaining ones, but you as the creator will receive a royalty share for all those on our secondary market.
Got it. So all the characters, so you have the dwarf,
Yep.
the elf.
Yeah, we have the dwarves and the elves now. So we also had some free airdrops. We had a battle pig airdrop for the dwarves. So the pigs will also be an in-game character. You'll be able to breed them. We're going to have a mini game for racing them, and also eventually riding them as an in-game character as well. But the owls are set to drop for the elves as well very soon, the next couple of weeks actually.
Got it. And the gameplay that's showing on the iPad right now.
Yep.
When is that actually going to be available for the public to play?
Yeah, so we're actually slated for our alpha demo next month. We have all of this gameplay is actual footage of our gameplay. So we oftentimes will do a screen share in our Discord. We'll play the game, we'll show the community where we're at, but we wanted to really introduce lore into our game, so we decided to add the videos of people talking and kind of storytelling throughout the first part of the game to kind of engage them a little bit more. So.
And is this a role-playing game or more of a MMORPG?
It's an action RTS, so it's almost like a battle arena where you're on you'll pick a land parcel to go to. We have 4 different biomes. We have forest, ice, lava, and desert. So varying difficulties for which level you go to, but we also have an NFT land parcel that we're going to be integrating into the game. So if you're a land owner, you'll actually gain a tax from people coming to your land to mine solanite. You'll be able to set that tax from 0 to 20%.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I would expect the character to level from level 1.
Yeah.
It levels up as it plays battles, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we actually not only have like a skill tree where you'll be able to decide how you're going to upgrade your character, but we also have an inventory interface so that you can stack various items onto your character to give them boosts in game or to give you an advantage. Maybe there's potions that will help you to do missions faster or to recover faster to do more missions.
Is it just gonna be like potions, or can you equip it with gear? And
gear.
Up from
It'll be weapons. It'll be armor. We have plans for some transmogrification potions possibly as well. So yeah, really the sky is the limit with blockchain. We can continue to evolve and build this through our evolution. But yeah, we're really excited. We love to integrate our community as well. So we've actually asked our community members to submit sound bites. So when we click on the characters in the game, they might say, "Yes, master," or "Right away, sir." And that's going to be actual community members that are in the game. So.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, where can people go and mint this right now?
Yeah, so we're fully minted on the NFTs that we have. So we have a couple of other races potentially planned, but nothing in the near future. Our elves are due for our owls very soon, the next 2 weeks. They'll get a free airdrop. But all of our NFTs are listed on fractal.is and on the other major Solana marketplaces as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks, man.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
How can they mint or
Right. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I mean,
I'll just ask you, like, I didn't even start yet, so these are the questions I will ask you.
yeah, for sure.
All right, so a lot of cool info that Steve gave us about Soulcraft. Now, let's translate that info into actual breakdown and see what happens. So, we're gonna kind of skip the staking part at the moment, and we're going to look about Soulcraft. Soulcraft is a blockchain RTS real-time strategy play-turn game set in the ancient fantasy world of Solania. So they did, like he said, they did a mint of dwarfs and elves, and the token is SLN. Now, let's look at this trailer really quickly. I could make it full screen. Way too loud. Trailer is kind of laggy, but so those are elves. I mean, those are dwarf characters, the NFTs. And this is kind of the gameplay. I hope they and this is the boar, pretty much like the pig. It looks like a boar to me. This reminds me of the Warcraft 3 or Warcraft 2 or just Warcraft. A bit laggy trailer, but we get the point. Now, unique generative 3D art. Each Soulcraft miner dwarf is uniquely generated with hundreds of attributes created by our in-house 3D artist, Ricardo Pastor. Play-to-earn gaming brings the concentrated focus on creating the leading play-to-earn blockchain. In-game assets, as you heard from him, you get to mine SNL. And this is kind of the dwarfs right here. And the roadmap, they are currently at this phase. They just finished minting elves. We're about to get to this part. The game is coming out later, or at least the alpha is coming out later in August. And their long term is PvP, land development, and things like that. Okay, so what does this all mean? Well, first of all, when you go to Magic Eden, links will be down in the description so you could take everything out. Their Discord, their Twitter, things like that. When you're in Magic Eden, you have a choice between the dwarf, the pig, the land, and the elf. Now, when you click on this, you get a bunch of different dwarfs. And they actually kind of went up in price, so that's a good positive note. So there's different dwarves, and you could be like, what is the difference between a 3 Solana dwarf and a 5? Well, I kind of did the work for us when I was buying my own. Now let's take this table. Special attributes. So pickaxe head increase. So if you have this solonite pickaxe, for example, you're getting a plus 30% mining power. God skin gives you 1000% HP, and Suron crown gives you 2.5 multiplier. And what does that mean? So let's go right over here and let's find the pickaxe head. And when we look at the solonite, for example, here it is pretty much. Okay, so this is the pickaxe head. Now when you click details, one more important thing to look for is the body. So it says sergeant armor on this one, and here it says cloth, whatever. What does that mean again? Okay, let's now go to their white paper. When you're on their white paper and you go to staking, you could see here that the body type, kind of the ranks in order. So if your body like is general, you're getting 117 SLN per day. And the one we see here for 10 soul is sergeant. If you look at sergeant, that is number 5. So you have this guy right here making you 40 souls. Now, when I bought my first dwarf, I had no idea, so I went for the floor price. It's not bad. For 2.5 souls, you're making 8.8 SLN per day. I also went and bought myself the... I think I got the major. Let's go take a look. So that brings me to the next part of the video. When you go on their website initially, and you have, let's say you bought one of the land parcels, pig, elf, or dwarf, you could click on the staking dwarf miner. And you're gonna click connect the wallet, and it's gonna load who you have. Now I have this dwarf right over here, and as you could see, I'm making 364 SLN per dwarf. And this is the one with the pickaxe and the bodysuit. I think this is yeah, so this is, I have the major. I have the third best, for example. So that's how you kind of pick your dwarf. Now elves is different because they don't mine SLN. They mine, or they farm based on their aspect. So my elf has the lava owl. So my elf is this. So you see it's farming fire, and different elf farms different things, or steaks, I guess. And then you got pigs. Now when you have a pig, you send it on a 3 to 7 day journey. It's random for Soulcraft tokens and other things. I sent my guy here 2 days remaining, and you could kind of see total items found, what they find, and things like that. Mice, hair, scorp, mag, so things in game at the moment. Last thing we're gonna look at is land parcel. So there's different land parcels out here, and I don't know too much about land, but this is my land, sand with 3 crystals. And when we go to the white paper, and we go to land ownership, for example, or let's see, where can we go? I forgot. Land right here. So there's 4 different types of land: forest, desert, ice, and volcano. And each land has different amount of items on it, like mining yield, so like crystals. If we go to Magic Eden right here and we go to land, you could see there's a land with 1 crystal, and then there's a land with 2 crystals, 3 crystals, lava, ice, desert, fire, things like that. So you kind of strategize also on what you're planning on doing, because each land will give you unique monsters and bosses. Currently, I didn't look too much into the land. I kind of went and bought 1 of each, which I think is in fair price. But I mean, look at this. Purchasable in-game items. You got recovery potions, health, mana. So Warcraft 3 / World of Warcraft / RTS is how I see it. I'm super bullish. Don't know why. I just enjoy this type of art, this type of gameplay. And when I talked to Steve, he had good things to say. Really nice interview. So guys, that's Soulcraft for you, powered by Solana. Check them out if you do want early alpha access, or if you want your owl airdrop to you. Make sure you buy an elf soon, because that's when they will be happening. Links for all of this will be down in the description. This was kind of a brief take on the game. Hopefully I helped you with the dwarf situation. That's where I researched the most. If you're planning on farming SNL from staking, see which dwarf you kind of need. Message me on Discord. I'll try to help you out as well. I'll try to dig more into this game and figure out more info about it. But till then, hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button, especially if you discovered a new game that interests you. It does help with YouTube algorithm as well. It helps me keep creating these videos for you guys. Until then, Techaton is out, and see you in the next video.